want a drastically redesigned Toyota Tacoma? Be careful what you ask for. I guess we'll be shooting inside today. Well, good morning everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button right now. So do we really want a drastically redesigned Toyota Tacoma? You know, are we looking for change just for the sake of change? You know, I think sometimes I find myself guilty of this, right? Maybe it's boredom. I don't know what it is. Even if you have something that is almost perfect the way that it is. You know, I've been looking at what they're doing with the Tundra, the redesigned Tundra, the few pictures that we've seen that are valid of that truck, and kind of thinking about what Toyota might do with the Tacoma back here, and then trying to figure out, do I really want that? You know, let's take a look at a few things. First of all, the looks of the Toyota Tacoma. I mean, is there a better looking truck on the road? I would say the Toyota Tacoma, the way that it looks right now, is perfect. And how do you improve on perfection? You don't. You're gonna go backwards, right? I mean, if something is perfect the way that it is, you can't make it any better. So anything that they do with the Tacoma is gonna be a step backwards. Technology. You know, I'm guilty of this. I want as much tech as I could get, right? I'd love to be able to walk up to the truck, say open door, and it happens, say closed door, and it happens, yell start, and the truck starts up. Nothing beyond that. I still want to drive it myself. But you know, it really does have a good amount of technology in it now. The only thing that I would like to have that I think it needs is wireless or Bluetooth connectivity for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's no way that I think we should still have to use a cable to connect up a phone to the truck to get those things to work. That's really about it. Otherwise, with this latest upgrade to the infotainment system, it's pretty darn cool. Now, I'd like to have a bigger screen because again, I like all that tech stuff. But do we really need it? And if we get a bigger screen, what are we going to give up for it? And how much is it going to cost? Next up is reliability. You know, if they come out with a new model, a redesigned truck with a new engine, new powertrain, new suspension, all that stuff, we're probably going to have the new model blues. What I'm talking about is for a period of probably a couple of years anyway, there are going to be bugs. Because no matter how much testing Toyota does, there are going to be things that they just can't test for. The things that you and I do with the truck on a daily basis. So that means for a year or two, hopefully not 3, there are going to be things that they couldn't account for, that they couldn't test for, that are going to go wrong. You know, Toyota has built the brand on reliability and durability, and they've done an awesome job. But we know that when they come out with something new, that's going to suffer a bit. Do we really want that? Pricing. Of course the price is going to go up. You know, that's an unfortunate reality of modernizing anything, right? They're going to put new suspension probably, or some kind of tweak suspension. They're going to have new technology on the inside, quite possibly a bigger screen, like they're doing with this new Tundra. And all those things add to the bottom line, right? I would guess we're probably going to pay somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000 more for the Toyota Tacoma once that redesign happens. Now I'm talking about on the higher trim levels. Obviously it's not going to be $3,000 more for an SR5, the more base level. But when you get into the Pro and the TRD lines, the Limited, you're going to pay more money because that's what they do. That's how it works. The more tech, the more money. Just the way it is. Modability. You know, I've been thinking about this with the upcoming Tundra that's coming out. It's completely redesigned. There really won't be an aftermarket for it right away. Now, there'll be some things that you can do. I mean, you can slap a sticker on it. You can do that on any piece of metal. Doesn't matter what shape it's in, right? You can hang things from the back seat. You can put little seat stuffers, you know, the simple things, bed mats, things like that. But when it gets to things that are more involved, like a lift, you know, different suspensions, maybe a cold air intake, maybe an exhaust system, all of those things are going to have to be redesigned, re-engineered to fit the new model, the new redesign, because the aftermarketers, they don't know what it's going to be. You know, I sincerely doubt that Toyota calls a meeting, pulls all these aftermarket companies in, they all sit down and Toyota releases all the specs, measurements, designs, engineering, all that stuff to these companies so they can go ahead and start getting all these aftermarket parts ready. That's not what happens. What they have to do is actually get a truck and design things that are going to fit. That's probably going to drive up the cost of aftermarket parts as well. So not only do you pay more for the truck itself, you're probably going to pay more for aftermarket parts. Now, the powertrain. You know, there's all kinds of rumors going on with this new Tundra that's coming. Imagine what's going to go on with the #1 mid-selling truck, right? I mean, you can bet that we're probably going to have some sort of a Turbo 4, which is going to be a real drag. I mean, who wants a Turbo 4? It's like buying a Ford Ranger or something, you know? The good thing is there would probably be some sort of a Turbo 6. Would it be a twin turbo? Probably not. That will probably be reserved for the Toyota Tundra. But you know, I do find it interesting. People use the argument that they won't put a twin turbo 6 in the Tacoma because it would be too much competition for the Tundra. I completely disagree with that. The Tundra's a full-size truck. It has full-size room, full-size bed, full-size towing capacity, full-size hauling, all that stuff. If you're looking for that, no matter what engine you're going to get in the Tacoma, you're probably not going to go mid-size versus full-size. So I don't think that's a big concern. But what about the other options out there? I think you can bet that there's going to be at least some sort of hybrid option. You know, it just makes sense to me. That's the way everybody is going right now. And to keep up, you've got to have some sort of electric assisted something, some sort of hybrid system in all your vehicles down the road. And Toyota has been a leader in that. I mean, look at the Prius. They're a leader in that. So I would be shocked if they don't put some sort of hybrid technology in a redesigned Tacoma. As far as electric goes, you know, if Toyota's smart, which I think they are, they're probably sitting back and waiting to see how these electrics go in other vehicles. Because frankly, my opinion, we are not at a point where electric trucks or cars or anything else can go mainstream. They're kind of a boutique, little niche kind of vehicle, if you will. They're great for jaunting around town, little short trips, maybe a grocery store run, something like that. But you're not gonna jump in your electric vehicle, especially if you're hauling something or going off-road out in the wilderness somewhere, and take off. You're just not gonna do it. We're not there. It'll never be there for off-road. That's gonna be interesting in the distant future. What are they gonna do about off-roading? Will off-roading just disappear? Because if everything's electric, how are you gonna charge? I don't know. Maybe that's a new market for solar panels that you can put on your truck when you're off-road and charge as you go. I don't know why they're not doing that now. Must not be realistic. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, you know, kind of talk a little bit. Do we really want a drastically redesigned Toyota Tacoma? You know, watch what you ask for. I think sometimes change for just the sake of change is probably not good. And that's kind of where, if I'm being honest, I kind of fall myself sometimes. We should be happy with what we've got right now, especially when it's #1. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Would you like to see a drastically redesigned Toyota Tacoma? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. RobMotive Tundra, all about my quest for the upcoming redesigned Toyota Tundra. And RobMotive JT, about my experiences with the Jeep Gladiator truck. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.